Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's really well manoeuvred. Wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Goodmanson crosses. Takes a shot! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Goodmanson! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special.
The goal scorer for Iceland after 2 minutes is number 19, Goodmanson.
Iceland make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Aim forwards. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he latch on to this? Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's played forward. Oscarson. Moved on forwards. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now that's well seen too. Driven forward. Magnussen makes the interception. And it's played forward. Lofted upfield. Does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Strong running down that left flank. That's the throw. It's a good-looking delivery. And there's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Clearly not happy with that. That's a good run down the left. Decent progress down the left. Played into the middle. Out of play for a goal kick. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Magnussen, nicely aimed pass.
Iceland, well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defence, isn't it?
Up towards the front line. Hit into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Magnussen. Magnussen, gently done. That's really well cleared. Quality ball. Cuts out the pass. Magnussen. And he goes cross-field, and it's Goodmanson. Goodmanson, and that's aimed into the middle. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Tries a measured ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's been drilled forward. That has been cut short. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Magnussen. Oh, this looks sharp. Oskarsson, now he's off and running. Oskarsson! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's heaved it away. Moved on forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Forward it goes. Gets it away. Looking to break at pace. A chance to play it in. Pings it across. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Knocks it out wide. Looking for a decent ball in. A real chance! Lacking in accuracy. Has a look and plays it forward. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Goodmanson crosses. Firmly met. Aim forwards. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Moved on forwards. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chance! And that was very necessary. Oscarson finds himself offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well read, nice interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, this looks sharp. Oscarson chasing after it. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Aimed in towards the centre. Tries to get it clear. Lovely bit of skill. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oscarson in acres of space out wide. There are a few waiting for it. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's played forward. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pinged towards the front line. Well, nicely intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Well read, and the danger is averted. Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Quality ball. Oskarsson looks to get on the end of this. Spread out to the left. He's in a great position here. Brilliantly cut out. And it's played forward. Out to the right. Goodmanson. Oh, that's nice. Played down the flank. Oh, what a climb! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 34 minutes is number 5.
Iceland are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Magnusson with the clearance. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oskarsson is onto it in a flash. Out to the left it goes. He can get that clear. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Cross goes in there. Can he deliver? Here comes another cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's been drilled forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Driven forward, calmly anticipates. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Up towards the front line. Magnusson gets across to intercept that. That has been cut short. Played towards the front line. And he cuts out the supply. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Over to the left. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh, it's come loose. And it's played forward. Does really well to win the ball there. It's a quick ball upfield. Clears it away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. deftly away. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's very neat. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
A header! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Moved on forwards. Magnussen attempts a clearance. Oskarsson chasing after it. Can he spark a counter here? That's good play. That's going to go a long way. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's gone back to the keeper. Has a look and plays it forward. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Oskarsson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oskarsson is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Aim forwards. Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oskarsson looks to get on the end of this. And the pass is intercepted. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. And that's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards. Long ball looking to counter. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Iceland clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's been given away. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Quality ball. And it's played forward. Magnussen gets over and intercepts. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Oh, well measured. That is a brilliant interception.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Lovely feet. Oh, good spread. Goodmanson. Time to deliver. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That has been cut short. That's been drilled forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Moved on forwards. Calmly anticipates. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been knocked clear. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Driven forward. And it's hoisted clear. Could be danger here. Oh, this looks sharp. Wins the duel this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tries a deft little ball. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Magnussen can get it clear. Oscarson aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Driven forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Moved on forwards. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cleared away. Aim forwards. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now that's well seen too. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Now here's bullish header! Goodmanson looking understandably energised after his goal. Has a look and plays it forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And claimed it back swiftly. Moved on forwards. So who's he picking out? Goodmanson. Goodmanson, gently done. That's been drilled forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's tidy. And the shot!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 10, Goodmanson.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice interception, well timed. Up towards the front line. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's played forward. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Aim forwards. Goodmanson carries the ball down the right. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's well blocked and back out it comes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's played forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Moved on forwards. He's having a shot! No, not quite.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he's cut it out. And that's really well manoeuvred. A probing pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, this looks sharp. Goodmanson. Cross in, looks like a good one. Moved on forwards. it's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. He'll try to keep this alive. Aim forwards. Magnussen clears it away. And he's there to clear it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Pinged towards the front line. Oskarsson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Goodmanson, nice control. Now it's Goodmanson, nicely shaped cross. And now the breakaway, and it's lofted through here. Magnussen cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Defending of the desperate variety. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's played forward. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Wins the duel this time. And it's played forward. That's a cute ball. No, it's come to nothing. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution.
That's really well manoeuvred. Goodmanson. Oskarsson. Goodmanson. This might spell danger. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Is onto it in a flash. Goodmanson. Oskarsson providing an outlet on that flank.
There will be one more added time.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's neat. Looking for a decent ball in. Incoming delivery. Cleared away. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.